What up, fantasy football hustler? Back at you every game, every position, every matchup, every week. You know how we do. Make sure you follow me on social media. It's at FF Hustler 420. And if you're on YouTube right now, subscribe. If you're not subscribed yet, come on, do it. Just click the button, hit the notifications. You want those notifications because I do 3 live streams every single week on Thursday, on Saturday, on Sunday. I put in 8 hours worth of live streams this week. Nobody's in the industry is doing it like me. So make sure you subscribe. And if you're not on YouTube right now, go to YouTube. Fantasy Football Hustler. There's also a link in the description. Go hit it up and go follow me there because you want to get in on the question and answer sessions. I'm doing more than anybody in the industry. Don't forget, I'm putting these videos out a little bit early. They're coming out on Tuesday. So if you want updates, because things are going to change, subscribe on YouTube. I put out videos later in the week to talk about the injuries and things like that. And go to my website, fantasyfootballhustler.com. You're going to get the fastest updates in the game. People are telling me they're seeing my updates from the app like it's pretty much the same time as Adam Schefter's, faster than Sleeper, faster than the Fantasy Life app. So, I mean, you just want to go get there, take advantage. And now is the best time to sign up because I have incentives. Not only am I going to help you dominate, I'm helping you with one-on-one work. I'm helping you in the DMs, like, just you have full access to me, but you get a shot at a Jonnu Smith signed mini helmet. Go get in on it. It's all about following me on YouTube and subscribing there, leaving 5-star reviews on Apple, and then also signing up on my website, fantasyfootballhustler.com. You can sign up for as little as $1. Any tier you sign up higher, you're getting bonus entries. So there's just about 400 entries in right now. You better go get your piece of the pie because the giveaway is going to be happening in about 2 to 3 weeks. So get ready. Let's jump into this. Wide receiver matchups: Cardinals, Texans, Jaguars, Washington on the bye. Let's get into it. Thursday night football. We already saw this matchup a couple weeks ago. So Julio, Calvin Ridley, you got to start them. You never sit in those guys. DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, and Curtis Samuel. I think you can start all of these guys this week. DJ Moore, he has been one of the toughest guys to figure out. Hopefully, it's back-to-back weeks of them using him a similar way, giving him rushes on the goal line because that was looking nice. Robbie Anderson against the Falcons. He's going to want a get-back game after last week getting shut down, somewhat by the Saints. And then Curtis Samuel, I mean, you got to be deep diving. You can throw him in as the flex, but they're giving him a lot of rush. And, you're just going to get more opportunities. I think it's going to be a shoot-'em-up game against the Falcons. And really the only one I'm sitting here is Russell Gage. I don't want any part of him. He did get hurt last week as well. All right, Vikings at the Packers. I'm excited to watch this. We saw this week 1, and it was a shootout. Let me tell you, Adam Thielen, you got to start him. Last time they played, he went over 100 yards and had 2 big touchdowns. I think Justin Jefferson's a flex in this game. Adam Thielen, Jair Alexander is going to be on him, so Adam Thielen might get slowed down a little bit, but either way, Packers are going to be scoring on them. Vikings are going to have to throw to keep up. You got to start Devontae Adams. I mean, you're never sitting him ever. And you're sitting Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Just haven't been super impressed with them. Aaron Rodgers, they're just never on the same page. Titans at the Bengals. You're starting AJs here. You're starting AJ Brown. You're starting AJ Green. AJ Green, he's become the possession guy, and he's been getting a lot of targets. And T. Higgins, he's questionable. I don't think he plays this week. I think he's going to be out. And so because Higgins is out, AJ Green is in, Tyler Boyd is in. You keep those guys going. I'm sitting Corey Davis, and I'm sitting Adam Humphries. Even if you have to deep dive, I'm looking in different places. Jets at the Chiefs now. Jamison Crowder, we don't know if he's going to play. If he plays, you obviously play him here. Now, Denzel Mims, I think he's someone you can get into the flex. He was already the best wide receiver on the team last week with Jamison Crowder out. So, I mean, if Jamison Crowder's in, that makes me pump the brakes. But if he misses, I'm thinking about getting Denzel Mims in there. Tyreek Hill, you got to start him. This could be one of his big games here. And Mecole Hardman, one of their bigger receivers last week. I think he has a nice game this week as well. I'm sitting Brashad Perriman, and I'm sitting Demarcus Robinson. I don't want any part of those guys this week. All right, Colts at the Lions. You got to start Kenny Golladay. I mean, he's got a tough matchup here, but I think you still got to start him. And Marcus Johnson, he's really the only guy that I would consider starting for the Colts. I mean, T.Y. Hilton, Zach Pascal, I mean, they're getting more snaps. Marcus Johnson is just being way more effective. T.Y. Hilton, he's just not on the same page with Rivers. Zach Pascal, I mean, just kind of whatever. Marvin Jones Jr. for the Lions, you are sitting him down. He's droppable. If you still have him, just get rid of him. Drop him already. Steelers at the Ravens. So I think this week that Juju Smith-Schuster is a sit because that Marlon Humphrey is going to be covering him for the most part. It's going to be a really, really tough matchup. I think you can start Deontay Johnson and then Chase Claypool, just because Juju Smith-Schuster is going to be covered by Marlon Humphrey pretty much the entire game. I think Chase Claypool is a start in the flex. I'm not going crazy with him. We don't think it's going to be a 4-touchdown game or anything, but he's definitely going to get more work than he got last week. Going up against the Ravens, they're going to have to get some trick plays in there. They're not going to be able to beat the Ravens by just running the ball down their throat necessarily, or they're going to have to do some things to kind of spice it up, and that's where Chase Claypool is going to come in handy. Marquise Brown, I think you can flex him. I'm not too excited about playing him, but I think he gets enough done to be a considerable flex guy this week. Rams at the Dolphins. Now, Woods and Kupp, they did nothing this past week against the Bears. Now they got the Dolphins. It's a get-right game. You're starting both of them. Devontae Parker, I'm starting him in the flex. I'm a little nervous, though, about starting him because we don't know him and Tua. We don't know their chemistry or anything, but we know they've been practicing together for 2 weeks now. So hopefully Devontae Parker and Tua are just right on the same wavelength because I'm not starting anybody else, not starting Preston Williams, not starting Jakeem Grant. And then for the Rams, I'm not starting Josh Reynolds either. Patriots at the Bills. So Stephon Diggs, I'm going to start him in the flex. It's tough not to, but Patriots always try to scheme out your top wide receiver. So we gotta think that Stephon Diggs is going to kind of be schemed out of the game to a certain extent. So that makes me want to start Cole Beasley, especially if John Brown does not play. I mean, Cole Beasley is a nice play. If John Brown plays, I mean, you got to play him. I'm assuming now that they're keeping him out until he gets really close to being able to go. But if he's not in, Cole Beasley, great play. I'm sitting everybody for New England. I mean, they're just looking bad right now. I'm sitting Julian Edelman. I'm sitting N'Keal Harry. N'Keal Harry got hurt in the last game, so we wouldn't even know if he's going to play, 100% this week. And Damiere Byrd. Now, if Cam doesn't play, then I might be willing to flex Damiere Byrd because he's gotten all the work with the backup quarterback. So if it's Stidham or Hoyer, they're just going to be looking for Damiere Byrd a little bit more than everybody else. Raiders at the Browns. I don't know. Is it going to be a barn burner? Who knows? Nelson Aguilar, I think you can roll him out there in this game. I think it's going to be a Henry Ruggs game as well. I mean, I know he's not getting too many targets, but he really needs just one big play. He'll be able to toast the Browns receivers. So I think he's a decent flex play this week. I got 2 guys for Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, he's going to be the target monster, but Rashard Higgins, you heard it here first. I haven't heard anybody else really talking about him, but he's in 2 out of the last 3 games. He's gotten a touchdown. And in this past week, after OBJ went out, he went over 100 yards. So I think he's a very serviceable wide receiver to get in there. And I'm sitting Hunter Renfrow. I don't know. Him and Carr, they just don't have the connection, I guess. Chargers at the Broncos, going to be a tough divisional matchup. I'm starting Keenan Allen. I'm starting Mike Williams. I think this is a get-right game for Mike Williams. Denver, I mean, they're going to be great against the run, but they're not so great against the pass. I think you can start both these guys here. I'm sitting everybody for Denver, though, because I don't know who it's really going to be. So I'm sitting Jerry Jeudy. I'm sitting KJ Hamler. I'm sitting Tim Patrick, not rolling them out there against the Chargers and that tough secondary. Saints at the Bears. This one's going to be tough. So if Emmanuel Sanders plays, he got added on the COVID reserve list. So if he plays, I would play him in the flex. Allen Robinson, I'm getting him in there versus the Saints. I mean, he's going to be guarded by Marshawn Lattimore, Janoris Jenkins. So either way, it's going to be tough sledding, but I gotta get him in there. So as of today, it's Tuesday. I'm sitting Michael Thomas. Like, man, what a fucking headache he's been. Like, first it's the ankle, then it's a hamstring. Like, geez, it's been annoying. Sorry if you own him because it's been a crazy stressful year. Traquan Smith, I'm also not playing him, especially if Sanders comes back. But either way, going up against the Bears, like really, really tough. And I'm not playing Anthony Miller for the Bears. He's going to be going up. I mean, either Marshawn Lattimore, Janoris Jenkins, whichever one's not covering Allen Robinson at the time, they're going to be covering him. So it's going to be tough sledding either way. 49ers versus the Seahawks. So I'm rolling out Brandon Ayuk. Now, Deebo Samuel is doubtful. They said he's probably going to miss about 2 weeks. So I'm sure it'll come in any day that he's officially out. But Brandon Ayuk, go pick him up. This is a perfect week to play him. And you're starting Tyler Lockett. You're starting DK Metcalf. I mean, those guys are never coming out of your lineup, even in a tough game like this. Cowboys at the Eagles. Oh, man. Battle of the bottom feeders. Who's ready for it? I think you still start Amari Cooper. And I'm going to start Travis Fulgham because it's the Cowboys that they're going against. I mean, CeeDee Lamb, I'm sitting him. Michael Gallup, I'm sitting him. Alshon Jeffrey. If he plays, I'll probably play him. I mean, as of right now, on Tuesday, we don't know if he's going to play or not. Greg Ward, I'm out on him. And Deshaun Jackson, I mean, he's on IR, so he's not coming back anytime soon. Monday Night Football, Buccaneers at the Giants. So you got to start Chris Godwin. You got to start Mike Evans in this game going up against the Giants. I know that they do have a couple tough cornerbacks, but I think Tom Brady does what he needs to do to get them to have a good game. Evans needs a really big bounce back game. Godwin had a nice game last week. We're going to see it continue. And the only person I'd really start from the Giants is going to be Sterling Shepard. He was getting all the volume. Not starting Darius Slay. I'm not starting Golden Tate. I'm not starting Scotty Miller. Everybody makes me nervous there this week. All righty. Every position, every game, every week, you know it. So I got my QB video. The QB video's out. The running back video's out. The tight end video's out. Wide receivers obviously out. My team defense streamers are out. My IDP waivers, my offensive waivers, it's all out right now. So go hit it up on YouTube, Fantasy Football Hustler. Go check me out, guys, and go to my website, fantasyfootballhustler.com. Get those extra entries into the Jonnu Smith signed mini helmet giveaway. Peace out, guys.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.